Hello, we're here today for Bohemian Rhapsody magazine to speak with Alexander O Montgomery regarding his book True Confessions of a Potato Queen. Good morning, Alexander.
Good morning, Susan. Hello. How are you, darling?
Fine, thank you very much, and thank you for joining us.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Now, was there a defining moment for you with the book? Did you have, sort of a flash in your mind, I have to write this, or was it a progression? How did it all happen?
Well, absolutely. For the longest time now, I've been dying to write a book, but it's just that, opportunities actually knocked at my door, and I just grabbed it. So the publisher actually said, Alexander, we want you to write a business book. And I thought in my mind, like, who the hell wants to read another business book here? You're going to the library, you're going to the store. There are heaps of business books out there. And I pitched my idea to the publisher. I said, look, I'm a potato queen, I'm a gay Asian male who only dates white people. And she was like, what the hell is that? And I said, there you go.
Exactly.
So the whole world needs to know about it. So until I arrived, nobody dared to talk about it. So,
it is a true educational book.
Absolutely. Well, knowledge is power, darling.
Exactly. Whilst I found there's a lot of titivating content for obviously gay males, I mean,
yes.
what really
Oh, don't tell me you were not excited one least bitch.
No, I tried. I didn't
Okay, I believe you. That's okay.
What I really found fascinating was your underlying sort of humanity. The book to me was about, this is what can happen to you. This is a scenario, we have examples there that I really thought, I really got quite worked up about. How dare you do that to this lovely man, or, just different scenarios, which is a universal thing for all of us. We all, in our relationships, we all go wrong. We all pick the wrong person. We all have these emotional times that we get involved with someone. But I think what you're really conveying here is your deep felt feelings for people.
May I just correct you there, darling, if I may?
Yes.
The book is not about me solely.
No.
It's a compilation of different stories, and I actually spent a lot of time researching, talking to people, and doing my research, which was actually very important. And then everything was compiled into this book. And a lot of people have actually asked me, they've actually written to me and say, oh, which is you, I really want to know. It's like, I will tell you, not. So anyway, with regards to the stories, yes, it's very interesting. A lot of people, they think that, just because, it's written in a gay context, it's only, for gay readers.
No,
but it's
not
at all. Like what you mentioned before, love is a universal thing. Relationships are universal. We're all human beings. So the underlying context is always the same in any situation.
I've been so many things that I didn't know. I didn't know what a butterfly was. I didn't know what sticky rice meant.
Well, now you do it.
And I didn't know what a metrosexual was.
Really?
No, lots of things I didn't know.
Okay, there you go.
So, yes, the education was there.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Knowledge is power, and the most important thing is that my book was actually written, to actually educate people. So a lot of people, some of them, they would go like, oh, I don't like labels. They go like, oh, how is it derogatory? How can you actually write about potato queens? Why do you call yourself a potato queen? But in life, it's all about owning it.
Yes.
When you own it, you don't give your power away to others, and you have more control of your life.
This is your preference. I mean, attraction is a very unique thing to an individual.
Absolutely.
Like we all could say, although sometimes I'm not sure if it's that cut and dry, because we all say when we're, looking for a partner, I like fair-haired men with muscles. Whatever.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, we don't know whether you up with someone like
Oh, you know what? I've always thought that I would, end up with somebody who's blonde hair, blue eyes. Well, you've met my partner.
Exactly.
Is
yes.
blonde hair and very light hazel brown eyes.
Yes.
Totally different. So,
yes. So it's not that cut and dry. So I did notice at one point in the book when you're talking about someone that goes into a room and there's other Asian women and they're just gravitating towards the white. They want to be seen by them, and they don't want to be sticky rice. They don't want to be.
No.
So there's sort of uncomfortable. I found that a bit uncomfortable. So I thought people are people, like embracing.
What was actually uncomfortable to you, darling?
Well, just that closing the door and saying, well, I just want to communicate with a white male, not with the other Asian males.
Yeah.
Even though, and that actually is talked about in the book. It's like,
yes.
why is someone like that?
That's
because these people are worthy, like they've got good careers, they're interesting people.
I know, right? So what's wrong with them? Why do you want to date a white guy who's actually a loser, who's on Centrelink, you know, who has no money, no career, not successful, but just because he is white, you know? Yeah. But a lot of boys do that. I mean, seriously, you know? I mean, sometimes, you know, I feel like I'm just like a mirror where I just show the person, you know, this is who you are, you know, because I think it's just my underlying foundation of who I am, basically, you know, because this is what I believe in, Susan. Yeah. If I know where I stand, I know where I land.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you said, attraction is a very individual.
That's okay, it's still very early. Thing. Yes, absolutely. Exactly. It's very individual, you know. It's just like, you know, I can appreciate a beautiful, voluptuous woman. But I just can't make little Alexander excited. Well, it's not my fault, I was born this way. But having said that, on this spectrum, there are gay men who are strictly not attracted to even a beautiful woman. They look at Miss Universe and they go like, you know, does it make sense?
No.
So, but we're all on a spectrum.
And the fact is that people are inherently nosy, you know, like there's all these programs at the moment, you know, Married at First Sight, all those sorts of things, where people just want to know what's going on.
Absolutely. Are you nosy?
Good or bad?
Are you nosy?
Well, a little bit. I say, I'm not watching that program, and then it comes on, I'm thinking,
what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? The treadmill, and I couldn't get off the treadmill. I said, no, wait a minute, I've just got to see this.
It's just human nature.
Exactly, it's human nature.
Yes.
And I think that recently we've had a lot more in the media about the education of Cameron Post about conversion therapies. They're things that, I mean, I've always thought, well, there are people who want to, you know, change people who are homosexual. They want to make them non-homosexual. It's just, you know, it's ridiculous.
I'll let you in on a little secret, just for the Bohemian Weekly magazine, because I was actually brought up in a church. So when I was little, as young as 8 years old, my mom actually went to have a word with the reverend, the pastor, and said, my child is very effeminate. You would have to help him. And I was actually brought into the room. I was counseled every day for a week. And he was like, I'm going to take you hunting. I'm going to take you to actually catch spiders. I mean, how stupid is he? Seriously? We've got such people roaming the earth. Like, fuck off.
It's ridiculous. I agree with you. And I've had arguments with someone I've worked with, and his father was a minister, and he said to me, homosexuality is, a man's sinfulness. And I said, you can't just encapsulate it in one sentence like that. I said, it's been going on since the beginning of time.
And you know what? The way he speaks, this person, it's the sin to actually talk like that, to be honest. You know, he's very judgmental and self-righteous, I'm telling you. That itself is a sin.
Exactly. So, that's interesting. You've spoken a little bit about your past. I think everybody reading the book would kind of like to know more about you.
Yes, ask away.
What other, I know that you have, in the beginning of the book, you've done some radio interviews and various other things. Is there anything else you'd like to convey to the audience?
What's the question again? I don't really get the question.
Just about your background.
Oh, my background? Yeah. Okay, so I actually emigrated to Australia on a business and investment visa. I was educated in Australia before I did my uni education in Perth, and then I actually went back to Singapore. So my background, my dad's Singaporean, my mom's Malaysian, and I've actually done my family history. So my grandmother, she came from Indonesia, and my paternal grandfather, he's Chinese. So I've got, you know, I'm a little bit of a mongrel, but all Asian. So that's me. I've actually lived in Australia for a very long time now. I love it. I'm an Australian citizen. It's my home. There is really no place else for me.
So tell us about your friends and how they did receive the book, because I noticed that you made reference to that on the back cover. How did any of your friends say to you, is this about me?
Oh, heaps of them. They went like, you know, is this me you're talking about? You know, this story sounds familiar. And I go, excuse me, darling, don't flatter yourself. But having said that, you know what? The book has been written. All situations, names has been changed for legal reasons. It has been stated in the disclaimer very, very publicly, and you know, unambiguous terms. But having said that, you know, my sister actually told me. My sister seems to be like my biggest enemy. I don't know why, but I love her. There's only two of us.
That's what happens with. They always tell you very truthful and blunt.
No, I love the truth, but she's, you know, you can be truthful to me. I love the truth, you know, but please be supportive. Well, when I told her that my book was actually picked up by a publisher, she took me aside, and guess what she said? She said, can you only release the book when our parents has passed?
Okay.
I don't want you to bring any sort of disgrace to the family. And I told her, well, darling, I've got 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Yeah, this is your truth and your moment.
You know, it's like, what? And you know, you look at life itself. A lot of people want to do stuff. A lot of people feel that they are better than what they are right now, but all the time it's always people on the left, on the right, no, it's not the time. No, you're not good enough for this. No, you're not ready. Like, then when are you ready? We've only got one life.
It's motivating.
You know?
Motivating with this. Yeah.
Thanks, darling. You know what? You've only got one life. You know, do it.
Exactly.
You don't even. People know that, you know, they might not, you know, get out of bed tomorrow. You know, it's a cliche. It's like, you know,
we're all on the edge. Let's face it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, breathing and not breathing is just a very thin line. So I actually live my life to the fullest. Whatever that I want to do within legal means, I will do it. I feel like going on a holiday, I do it. I feel like buying something, I do it, you know. If I feel like having coffee with you, I'll do it. You know, why hold yourself back?
The fact that people say that everybody's got a book in, you know, and that, well, these are things that I've read about. It's like everyone's got a book and you've got to have the right reasons for the book. Well, I think yours is a pretty resounding reason, because there's so many examples in there that you kind of think to yourself, well, you know, I don't want to get myself in that position, or that, you know, no holds barred approach.
No, not at all. But honestly, did you actually pick up some positions from my book? Or at your age, you have tried them all?
Well, you know, sometimes I've got to dispute the fact that.
Oh, come on, you can tell me.
That all these women, you know, after all these cocks, I'm thinking, well,
yes.
I've never thought I really want to suck that one. I never really had that in my mind.
Really?
No.
Oh, Susan,
Now,
you haven't lived your life to the fullest, darling.
But do you think it's something that's uniquely homosexual kind of experience, that people are more rampantly sexual? Do you think that that's, or am I being just, because you've mentioned that here. It's like there is a very big element of promiscuity there, or is there not? Or is it just because it's...
Okay.
Educate me.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thanks for asking. That's a very, very important question, because I'm sure it's on everybody's minds. Well, you know, I've actually done the research on this issue, and men inherently being men, they like to sow their seeds of love.
Exactly.
You know, but it's not true. It's like, in the entertainment industry, since my book was released, I'm doing a lot of TV work, and I get in touch with a lot of women.
Yeah, women.
Heterosexual women.
Who just rampant sex
my
maniacs.
God, they would give the biggest whore on this planet a run for their money.
But that's what I mean. There is that notion that,
No, it's not true. It's stereotyping. I think it's stereotyping because people would think that, I've had like 5,000 guys in my lifetime. That's so not true. I have a very traditional value. I hold traditional values, even though I might say that I have a very, very open mindset about things. But, in terms of values, I'm still very traditional. So I think it's very, it's stereotyping.
Sometimes it is, and it comes out through the media as well, isn't it? Because a lot of things are covered up, and now we're just learning more and more about different things.
Yeah. But have you heard of swingers? Swingers clubs?
Yes, I have, where they throw the keys in and that type of thing.
Throw the keys?
It's a party.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And then you just pick up whoever the keys. I've never been to one, but I know that they go.
So how did she know?
There are things I know.
Okay, that's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And there is this big event that is actually held in Melbourne once a year. I'm not going to promote that event unless they pay me. It's like a swingers thing. You're going to bring somebody there, and then you just swap partners, And, funny enough, when I was actually on a cruise ship at the beginning of this year celebrating the New Year celebrations, I was approached by a couple. Like, a straight couple. And the woman said, we swing both ways, would you like to join us tonight? And I go like, no, thank you.
Well, that's the thing. I was just chatting to someone about that the other day. Is that in past histories, medieval history, the sexuality was far more fluid. That people didn't kind of like look down on people that had a different persuasion or whatever. So I think we're kind of coming back to that a little bit now, where people are saying, well, this is your life. You do what you like with your life. People have not been quite so judgmental. Well, they shouldn't be.
But it really depends on where you are, darling. If you're in Australia, because we have, expression of speech, you can express yourself, there's freedom of expressions, freedom of speech, nobody's above the law kind of culture. So I think, in Australia, it's fine. People just accept you for who you are, even though, having said that, there are many judgmental people out there. But the majority are fine with that, but it's still kept like a secret. People don't like to talk about it.
But the fact that we are seeing more of these films about gay relationships and it's more appealing to people and it's more acceptable. People want to know about it.
Absolutely, we're allowed to get married now in this.
I think I mentioned to you the series Man in the Orange Shirt.
Yes.
And that was probably a pretty typical example of someone who was just having multiple partners and then falls in love with this man, and he just said, hang on a minute, I'm not just going to have a bond with you, I want a connection.
That's right. And I've got a lot of friends who are in the gay community, and that's how they feel. It's like they've actually had so many hookups that they have actually forgotten how to date. Or when somebody nice actually comes along, they just, have so much self-doubt. But that's another issue. So.
But I think that happens with people in general, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
The whole dating scene is different now.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
The internet and,
Yeah, and
people are disposable, like people connect on the internet.
Yes.
The next minute they just think, I don't fancy you, I don't like you, and they just, there's no kind of true connection.
No, and what's going on, Susan, in previous days, in my generation, you had to actually meet somebody in person, connect with them, and if you don't like them, you politely say thank you and see you later. But right now, you can just swipe left, swipe right, block the person, put on your best photo, and what is that with all of the skimpy photos? I mean, if every man on there are all skimpy, where is your point of difference.
Believe me, it starts at a very young age as well. You know, young school children are sending each other nudes, and you're just thinking, well, what
I know,
the hell?
I know, but my point is,
Yes.
in this day and age, because thinking that, you know, with technological advancements and all of that, that it would be so much easier to find Mr. or Miss Right. But in fact, it's actually backfired.
It has, yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
And people don't know really how to communicate anymore.
Or they'll just go on a whim. I don't know, there just doesn't seem to be any soul left. People have a marriage or a partner and then they'll meet someone online and take off to another country or another place, and they're leaving all these sort of broken people in their wake.
I know. How sad.
It is very losing a lot, I think.
Yeah, that's right. And maybe because we belong in the same generation, so we don't know about the millennials. You know, they belong in a different, you know, they're a different kettle of fish altogether. Their mindset and all of that might be different. I don't know.
So was there any sort of part of the book that really was so important to you, or any particular scenario that you just think, well, you know, I had to convey this part? Or...
Susan, that's a trick question. I'm not going to answer that. No.
Now when I go to a cafe in Paran, I think I'm going to be looking for Gary.